Are you kidding me? I am so speechless, but not speechless at the same damn time. It's almost as if they're trying to make a mockery of this young man, a statement with this young man. You know? I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. So after everything that we've been seeing get done in our community, we've watched people not even get charged for certain. This man is finna do life with parole. Such a promising future for them both. It's a crazy situation. I do not know what to say at this point. I just don't know what to say.
Well, guys, the chickens have come home to roost because Karmelo Anthony has been officially indicted today.
Good afternoon. Earlier this spring, our community was shaken by what happened at a school track meet in Frisco. The violent loss of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. For weeks now, my team has been presenting evidence to the grand jury, and today I summarized that evidence, and I asked the grand jury to return a first-degree murder indictment against Karmelo Anthony, which they did. With this indictment, the case now moves formally into the court system. From this point forward, we'll continue doing our job both fully and fairly to pursue justice under the law. As for the scheduling of the trial, that will be up to the court. But when the time comes, we will be ready.
Now, this was an expected outcome. Now, I will say I wasn't sure which direction that they were going to go, first or second degree murder. I don't know if they were going to go some weak manslaughter charge. And I have seen failures of first degree murder, but I've also seen situations where there was no possible way that I could possibly see first degree. And it been successful. I think considering the severity of the situation, might a little bit of emotion went into the decision to make this a first degree murder, sure. But at the same time, how can you argue that? Okay, the guy, Anthony, brings a knife to school, which is not a normal thing, at least not to me. I wasn't bringing knives to school. Like, that's something that you get expelled for. Like, they're very serious about bringing weapons to school when I was in school, and I'm pretty sure it's the same today, especially with all the people, you know, all the rise in violence and shootings and stuff. So that's not a normal thing, in my opinion, to bring a weapon to school in case, I don't know, some bully decides to bully you that day or something. So obviously that's going to be a negative mark against them. Also, the antagonization. Touch me, see what happens. Sitting in the wrong place. Like, apparently Anthony was sitting in under a tent that was like for this particular team, like he had no business being there, apparently. So a lot of things really, in my view, aren't in his, they're just not going to be in his favor. The only thing I can see the defense arguing is, well, you know, imagine you're just sitting there and somebody just comes over and, hey, you don't belong here, and they just start shoving you, like they're, you know, like they're going to shove you, throw you out. I don't know, but one of the things they're not going to be able to argue is that Anthony's life was in danger. Like, I don't think that is going to be reasonable to make some sort of life endangerment argument. And if you don't have that, then the self-defense argument does not work. You see what I'm saying? So Anthony was never beat up or anything. So the self-defense argument, I think that's the reason why they went for first degree, because there's really no easy defense. The defense is that, hey, this charge is too high. I don't think that that's going to work, honestly. But the black community, of course, is only mainly obsessed with race, most of the community. But surprisingly, things are a little bit mixed here. I was looking at TikTok, and there's a lot of black folks who are just like blackity black, black, black. They don't care what the black person did. They think that Karmelo Anthony should go scot-free. And some other black folks are saying, no, this is not right. We can't just play the race card and everything, and we got to let the legal system do its thing, and we got to hold black men accountable, including young black men.
Now, before y'all come over here starting y'all mess, I still agree that it was self-defense. And so does Karmelo Anthony's legal team. They already shared that they plan to argue this in court as a self-defense case, and that they believe that the justice system will do right by Karmelo Anthony.
I know when I was younger, and still now, I used to carry a knife too. And I carried it everywhere. I'm talking about, I didn't have a knife in school. I didn't have a knife when I went to the mall. And the reason why I carried a knife was because my protection. I understand there's a lot of people that don't have to go through certain things we gotta go through. Every time I had stepped out that house, it was a prayer being said because it was times I never thought I would be making it back.
Y'all, they indicted Karmelo Anthony on first-degree murking. Yet Rebe walked free. It's not making sense. The only difference I can see is clearly the color of his skin. And I'm going to say whatever I said. It was self-defense. It was what it was. It is what it is. And nobody deserves to be murked, but, you know, sometimes you got to handle things in a certain way.
So let me get this straight. The prosecution is basically saying that Karmelo Anthony went there with the intent to unalive Austin Metcalf. That he knew that Austin Metcalf was going to be there. That's why he showed up to unalive Austin. Because that's what first degree murder means, right? Premeditated, planned. I don't know, y'all. Someone make it make sense. Again, I'm not saying Austin deserved what happened to him. No one deserved to lose their life. But first degree murder, it feels like a stretch.
Are y'all crazy? Are y'all cool? Because I'm confused. Even the paper, even the news things that I done read, it's also saying that they can't even identify them because of the angle of the video that they have. Like, where y'all getting y'all information from again?
You cannot take a life because someone put their hands on you. By law, it has to be equal force, meaning my life was in danger. Me in a fight, my life isn't in danger unless you kicking my ass, banging my head on the curb, something like that. But just two teams fighting does not constitute another person losing their life.
For reasons that'll never quite make sense to me, honestly, I think it's a racial thing that people are really defending what he did because, well, it was self-defense. We have got to do better as a society. It's okay. It is okay to hold young men accountable for their actions. It is okay to hold young black men accountable for their actions.
At the end of the day, guys, I mean, somebody did lose their life. This isn't some little thing. This is a big thing. So, you know, I agree. You know, we'll see what the actual facts are because nobody knows. Allegedly, there's some footage of the incident not showing any self-defense, which, I mean, hello, it's pretty obvious. Like, how you gonna argue self-defense when somebody like pushes you and you have like no bruises, no black eyes, no blood, no scars? I mean, of course, I could have told you that there's no video that's gonna show Anthony, you know, really defending himself. But if the argument is that, oh, well, if somebody pushes you or shoves you or grabs you, that, oh, I was defending myself, I was afraid for my life, I just don't see that holding up. I don't know, guys. I mean, some people argue that first degree murder, seeing as how it has the intent as a prerequisite for it, is not going to work. But I've been reading online about cases where intent can be quick. Like, it doesn't have to be like you premeditated it a day in advance or hired a hitman. That's a very specific example, but it can be argued, because this is a legal system, you don't exactly know what's going to happen. It can be argued that he had premeditated the fact that if somebody comes close to him or messes with him or does anything that triggers him at all, that he's just going to turn around and stab him. And he literally said, touch me, see what happens. Metcalf died. So, I mean, it's almost like, hey, like, you touch me, I kill you. I don't think that works, guys, in public. Like, if I go to, I don't know, if I shoplift and I steal a piece of candy and then the security guards like touch my shoulder, hey man, you coming with me, and I just turn around and just stab him. Like, I don't think that I can argue self-defense. Like, well, he was grabbing me. But I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
Karmelo Anthony just got indicted for stabbing Austin Metcalf, and this is the first tweet that I see. They're trying to make an example of Karmelo Anthony to serve as a reminder to all of Black America. And you know what? I agree. The reminder is that if you stab somebody in the heart because they told you to move, you're going to prison for life.